bargain brands is the same shit.
Yeah, and the mom, she can save $1.50 or $2, but the kid don't want that, and it's the same goddamn cereal, man. That's why you gotta back smack your fucking kid, man.
Yeah, that's right. It's the same.
You gotta take the box, the Captain Crunch, and then you gotta get the bargain brand.
Yeah.
And then when it runs out, you gotta pour the bargain brand in the Captain
Yeah,
Crunch.
you trick 'em.
Shit, you know, because you kids are stupid, man.
Yeah.
You little kids. But then you grow up. There's a time that you grow up and you're supposed to see things, man. Okay? Paul spoke about that in 1 Corinthians 13th chapter. When you was a child, you spoke as a child, you acted as a child, you did things as a child, but when you became a man, you put away childish things. Grown men do not get suckered, man. You know?
And I'm going to say something else. Now, in the scripture, it says, but within, they are full of excess, of extortion and excess. Now, Nick, on the outside, you put up that front and you video, you got women up in your congregation, so I know it's all kind of wickedness and bullshit, and every week you probably got cases coming up. I know adultery is running rampant inside of that thing. That thing is a hot mess, man, your congregation. We don't know about it, but through the Spirit, I'm reading what the script, Yahweh Shah said. Inside, that shit is a mess. That congregation is a mess. Because we know you got them women running amok inside that congregation, man. Okay? And it's only a matter of time before that shit implodes.
Well, that's why he made that video recently called Conspiracy Brothers Warning. Because some of them guys in his congregation are kind of watching conspiracy videos and maybe questioning, asking them about it, man. So he gonna have to. He's trying to put them back in their place.
Yeah,
you know.
26. Thou blind Pharisee, cleanse first that which is within the cup and platter, that the outside of them may be clean also. So Nate, you shouldn't even be making no videos, man. Talking about you teaching and you edifying. Because your whole congregation's all screwed up and messed up. And I know it is because when I saw you, you told me and admitted to me you let your woman teach and Barak Shah woman teach. And the shit was all madness, man. It was nothing but madness. All that shit that was going on up inside of there. And I know there's still shit going on inside of there. And some of them zombies are somewhat kind of like in the state of trying to wake up. And like Elder Tahar said and asking you questions. That's why you trying to maintain your order, man. Yes, but Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah is ripping your shit apart, man. Okay, 27. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites. Yahweh Shah kept calling you hypocrites, man. For ye are like unto withered sepulchres. That's a big sepulcher, that church of yours, man. And Elder Tahar keep calling them guys zombies. That's a gigantic sepulcher, man.
Yeah, a sepulcher is a house of the dead.
Yeah.
So you got dead people in your sepulcher. In your mausoleum.
That's what that is, a mausoleum. But the bodies are just animated corpses moving around with them purple garments on, man. Which indeed appear beautiful. Like I said, you got them purple fancy garments and you got the cadence and you're doing the thing. Outward, but are within full of dead men's bones. And of all uncleanness. See, so that the scripture confirms what we're saying.
Yeah, this, making fun of the name of the Most High, that's totally unclean.
Yep. Even so, ye also outwardly appear righteous unto men. That's right. But within ye are full of hypocrisy and iniquity.
That ain't me. I got a little quote. Now, this is from, because long ago, this guy, Ralph Epperson, he brought out the fact that there's two schools of thought concerning history. There's one called the accidental view of history, which is what I guess Nate believes in. Things just happen by accident. Then there's the conspiratorial view of history, where things are actually planned by a group of men, you know. Because a conspiracy is two or more men. Conspire. Yeah, the word conspire, which I know it can't, which breathe together. Conspiracy starts with two or more men, right. All right? And to do something wicked. All right, and I know, Nate, I know you can't break down that word conspiracy. You use it, all right, but you don't understand the word. The word literally means to breathe together, conspire. Con means with, spire means to breathe together. Now, I'll just read this excerpt from this page here, Conspiracy, Fact, or Fiction, Part 1. It says, researchers of history believe that there are only two ways events can be viewed. Either events are planned or occur by accident. Most historians espouse an accidental view of history where historical events occur by accident. Even the crucifixion of Yahushua was that wasn't by accident. That was conspiratorial.
The betrayal by Judas Iscariot was a conspiracy.
It was a conspiracy.
That's a very definition of conspiracy, man.
Exactly. Khan. That's right. Most historians espouse an accidental view of history.
Oh, when John the Baptist's head got chopped off, that was conspiracy.
It was a conspiracy
between Salome and her mother. Damn, what is her name? Herodias. She was the one that conspired. Because what was that? Was that Herod that took Philip's wife? And Herod, Salome had danced, and she had danced. He was pleased by her dancing, and he said, "Whatever you want, I will give you."
Yeah.
All right. And then she consulted with her mother, and her mother said, "Tell him to take the head of John the Baptist," which he didn't want to do because he knew John the Baptist was a man of the Lord.
Right.
But he made a vow to the woman.
Yep.
But that was a conspiracy between
Yep.
the woman and her daughter. That's conspiracy right there, man.
Conspiracy.
You
That's
know?
right, brother. That's right. Yeah, that wasn't an accidental view of history. All right.
Could I read this real quick?
Yeah.
Sip?
Yeah. Go ahead.
This is Acts 23 and 12. And when it was day, certain of the Jews banded together and bound themselves under a curse, saying that they would neither eat nor drink till they had killed Paul. That's a conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
It says, and there were more than 40 which had made this conspiracy.
All right.
So you don't believe in conspiracies, Nate? That means you don't believe. Close the book.
Right.
You know.
You don't believe in the
I'm
Bible.
gonna read this here, Micah 2:1. It said, "Woe to them that devise iniquity." All right, devise iniquity, conspiracy, and work evil upon their bed.
And
There's a
who's
reason
that?
why the white Esau is called the wicked, because he does wicked things, but he does it in a conspiratorial
fashion.
way. Okay.
Come.
Work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a conspiracy. I'll just finish reading. It says, most historians espouse an accidental view of history where historical events occur by accident for no apparent reasons. The accidental view of history is in which rulers are powerless to intervene in what most of us were taught in school and is the official version of history written by the establishment, which that in itself was a conspiracy. The second school of thought has been named the conspiratorial or revisionist view of history. It states that historical events occur by design for reasons that are not generally made known to the public. Our 33rd president, Harry S. Truman, stated, "The only secret in the world is the history you don't know." Like for a long time, you so-called Negroes, you didn't know that you were the Israelites because there was a conspiracy to keep you from finding out that you were the Israelites. All right? And a lot of guys died for that conspiracy. You know, Martin Luther King, before he died, he brought out the fact that you were Israelites. They killed him. What's the other guy? Malcolm X, another one. They killed him. All right? Because they weren't supposed to divulge that information. Reading on, it says, Gary Allen in his book, None Dare Call It Conspiracy, states, those who believe that major world events result from planning are laughed at by guys like Nate. All right?
I'm sorry, brother.
Yep.
In my mind, there's a movie came out, and I believe it was 1972, called The Valachi Papers, and I believe it's on Crackle. If you go to the box, The Valachi Papers, and I saw it in the movies as a child. It was starring this guy,
Bronson?
Charles Bronson, and basically, he was the first guy. It was a true story based upon a mob guy that did all this. He got on the inside. He became a made man, and basically he was facing a long time in prison, and basically he ratted on him. So the reason that we know that there's mafioso, which was a secret society, which goes back to Italy, the Black Hand, was because you had mafioso that came out and told their story. yes, I'm in the mob, and name names.
Con.
The movie Goodfellas
Con.
with this guy
Henry
what's the guy, the main character,
Henry
Hill is an actual guy. There's actual videos on YouTube of the actual guy,
Right.
and they all call him a rat.
Right.
Because he came up in the mob, he saw murders, he murdered people, and did all this stuff, and basically he was facing a lot of time, and they gave him a deal, and he said, "This guy's a mob. He's the head guy. This is the second guy."